Welcome to Chris Cook For You Too. You can make a foil packet out of anything. And just to show you, today we're making one with chicken and sausage. So let's get started with the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need the seasonings would be garlic powder, adobo seasoning, salt, pepper. You're going to need some butter. Here I have some snow peas, and I have baby tender string beans because I'm going to use that today. I have, over here I have two types of potatoes, and both of them are petite. So it would be the gold potatoes as well as the red, and I'm going to mix blend those. I have a red bell pepper. My sausage is kielbasa beef sausage, and I'm going to use strips of chicken breast. So I'm going to go away and get everything prepared, and I'll be right back and show you how to put together this packet. But before I go, I want to show you how to cut this chicken to get the most use out of it. Now I have only 2 pieces of chicken breast, and I'm going to strip this where I can put this all in my packets. So I'm going to take off the back of this, and I'll cut that and use it. And these type the little tender that's in it, you can go ahead and just take it off if you choose to. Any excess fat that you see that you may want to strip off, you can go ahead and take it off. Okay, so I'm still taking off the little excess fat that I see on the chicken. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay my hand flat on top of the chicken, and then I'm just going to cut it open. But when I cut it open, I want to show you this. I'm tilting my knife down, okay? So I'm going to cut this open. I'm not going to go all the way through, okay? Now, that's when it's butterflied. Okay, now it's butterfly, but I want to get even a larger piece out of this. So this, if you look at this side, this is my shorter side, or it's not as tall as this side is. So what I'm going to do now is on my thicker side, I'm going to cut it again. So I'm going to go right past where that opening is, and I'm going to slice it again. And then I'm going to open that out. Okay, now I can either strip this now to get more meat out of it, or I can strip it after I fry it. I'll probably just go ahead and strip it now. Now I'm going to show you one more time, because we don't want to butterfly it. We want to get as much chicken out of here as we can. Now I'm going to go ahead, because most of your chicken breast, they come with that little tender part on the back of it. So you want to take that off. See any excess fat, you can go ahead and take it off. If you're comfortable with it, then you can leave it. So you want to put your hand on top, and you want to start down low. You don't want to start up high on the breast. You want to start down low and tilt your knife just a little bit into the table. Okay? So once you take that down, then you want to open it. Okay? You want to place it over. Now this is my shorter side. This is my taller side. So once I pass where I cut it open at, just so you can see where I cut it open at, now I'm going to cut it again. Placing my hand on top. And I'm going to open that up again. Okay? Now, I've taken those 2 pieces of meat, and I'm going to be able to get enough meat out of this to do maybe 6 to 8 packets, because the only thing else I'm going to do is just strip this meat. Okay? So I'm going to go away, get everything done, and I'll be right back and show you how to put together this delicious dish. Now just remember, you can either cut it and then fry it, or you can, actually I'm going to saute it, or you can saute it and then cut it. Whichever one is your preference, that's the one you can do. I'm at the stove, and I'm getting ready to saute up the chicken. And in my skillet, I have a small piece of butter along with some olive oil. And I'm not trying to cook the chicken because the chicken is going to cook in the packet. I just don't want the chicken to be raw when it goes in. So I'm going to saute it. Now I'm going to cook it about a couple of minutes on this side, and then I'll flip it and cook it a couple of minutes on the other side. And what I'll do is, when it gets done, well, not done, but when I just turn it from the raw to white, then I'll just take it out and then I'll let it do the rest of the cooking in the packet. But I'm going to use the juices that are left in the skillet, because I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it in each one of the packets so I can use it, okay, as another type of seasoning for my chicken or for my packets. So I'm going to let this cook just a couple of minutes, then I'll flip it, let it cook on the other side a couple of minutes, bring it back, show you what it looks like, and I'll finish it up. I'll be right back. Now the darkness that you see on the chicken is just my seasonings that I put on the chicken. This chicken is not done, but it's done enough for me to take it from this skillet and put it inside of my packet. So I have it where it turned white on one side, and the little darkness that you see is just the seasoning, and now it's on the other side. So I'm going to take this from my skillet, and I'm going to put the rest of my chicken in, and when I finish this, I will meet you at the table. Be right back. Okay, now this is the last of my chicken. Now again, I tell you, this chicken is not done. The only thing it is just that I've turned it from raw to white. And what I'm going to do now is to remove all of the chicken, leaving the oils in the bottom of the pan along with some of the seasonings that I use in order to fry up this chicken. Okay, now once I get all of the chicken out, and like I said, it will finish the cooking process while it's in, there we go, while it's in the packets in the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this butter that I have here. I'm just going to add it. So now you're going to have that buttered flavor along with the olive oil, along with the leftover seasonings from the chicken. So I'm just going to melt this, and this is what I'm going to pour over my packets in order to give it a little bit of extra flavor. So what I'm going to do is allow this to melt, and once it finishes melting, then I'm going to meet you at the table. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back and I have everything sitting before me like an assembly line. I have my sauteed chicken, my stripped bell peppers, my green beans, and I did blanch them just a little bit. My potatoes, I blanched them as well. My snow peas and my sausage, along with some of the butter sauce that I made when we were at the stove. Now, if you don't know what blanching is, let me just tell you what that is real quick. That's when you put it in some hot water and you allow it just to pre-cook for a little bit, not to cook it all the way through. That's just my oven telling me that it's ready, and we're going to put this in the oven and we're going to cook it off at 375 degrees for roughly about 20 minutes. Now, back to blanching. You're not cooking it all the way through. The only thing you're doing is taking the rawness off of it. So, we're going to go ahead and start these packets, and it's best to have everything sitting in front of you. That way you won't forget an item when you're making the packet or putting it together. So I'm going to take the potatoes, and you know that I have two different types of potatoes. I have the red potatoes and the gold potatoes. I'm going to put them down, put down a few of these string beans. I'm going to add some snow peas, and you can use your own discretion in what you're adding to your packet. I'm going to put in some chicken. Put in a couple of these sausages, maybe a little bit more because I have quite a bit and I'm only making like about 8 packets. So I'll put like 5 sausages and 2 of these peppers in. Now I'm going to go ahead and take some of the sauce, the butter sauce that I have, and it's already seasoned because it has the seasonings that came from the chicken. And what makes it good, and the reason why I use it that way, is because not only are you getting the butter, but you're also getting the chicken broth that was left over from when we fried the chicken. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold it up. Now I have my paper is doubled, and the only thing I did was just put 2 pieces of aluminum foil together just to double it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this up. And I'm going to fold this packet down, and I'm going to turn up my ends. Now, the reason why I'm turning up my ends is because I don't want the juices to run out like this end, run straight out. So if you turn it up, the juices will not run out. Now, you can double fold it if you want to at the end and then bring it up, or you can just leave it with a single fold and bring it up. It still won't come out. Now, once you finish that, then you put it on a baking sheet, which I have sitting right over here. And I'm just going to put them on my baking sheet. Now remember, that's 375 degrees for roughly 20-25 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put together another. You want to put your potatoes down first. Reason why you want your potatoes to go down first is because really you want all of the seasonings. The potatoes is going to take a little bit longer to cook, and you want all of the flavors from everything that's on top of the potatoes to come down through and to hit these potatoes, and it will give it nice flavor. So then, and you want the same thing for your green beans. So you're going to go ahead and put your green beans on. You're going to put some snow peas on. Now, where do you want to get your flavor from? You want to get your flavor from your chicken. And you want to get your flavor from your sausage. So I have my sausage and I have my chicken and a couple of bell peppers on top of there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some of this nice buttery chicken broth. Now these are easy to make. You can make these up the day before, and you can really, like I told you, make a packet out of anything that you want to make it out of. But if you're coming in and you're tired, this is a quick way to go ahead and make a meal, and you'll be able to eat. Now, you're going to fold this down. We're going to bring our ends, smash them together and bring it up. We're going to smash this together, making certain that I don't have anything falling out. And then you're going to bring it up. There you have it, okay? I've made my packet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and finish putting these packets together. And once I get them all put together and I get ready to put them in the oven, I'll bring you back and show you exactly what that looks like. Now this is a meal in one, so you don't have to really worry about anything. Everything that you need is right inside of this package. You have your vegetables and you have your meats all in the one packet. So I'm going to go ahead and get this done, and I'll bring you back when I get through. Okay, now I'm back and the packets are all ready. And you heard 2 beeps earlier. That's because I have a double oven on this stove. So I'm going to put one set in the top of the oven and one set in my bottom oven. So this is only going to take about 20 minutes, 25 minutes at the most, and then I'll bring you back and I'll show you what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, now I'm back and I'm getting ready to take this out of the oven. I got one that's cooking in the bottom of the oven. But I'm just going to show you because I'm not quite ready to eat. We have to wait a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut one of these open. You don't have to cut it open. You can untwist it, but it's just easier this way. And you don't have any dishes to wash. That's very hot. So, protect my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this open. Just so you can see what it looks like. Alrighty. There you have it. You have the chicken, the snow peas, the sausage, the green beans, the potatoes, and the red bell peppers. Now that's a meal in one. And you don't have to wash any dishes, so you don't have to worry about your kitchen being all messed up. That's what we're having tonight. Chris is making chicken and foil packets. And as always, thank you for watching. Chris Cook for You Too. Bye.